What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat with Bob. Bob, how you doing?
I'm here. I made it.
You made it.
My webcam is finally working.
Hooray for existence. Sometimes the bare minimum is the greatest thing, man. You know, just get there. Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a blog to reveal, and it is the Ring of the Brave. We were just talking about this. I think this is Ludwig Kaiser, or I don't know. Who's the man behind the mask there? They make it so mysterious on us in TV land.
I'm telling you, my money's on Santino Marella.
The Cobra Americano edition. Oh, we just get the Cobra with a little coffee mug right there. That would be, yeah. Well,
I need to look up.
Need to look at what? Oh, you kind of froze on me there, Bob. The potato internet has continued to plague us. All right. Ring of the Brave. Champions, show off your star-spangled strength this 4th of July and earn El Grande Americano numero uno, a powerful new moment. And here's our music-related item. Celebrate OZZY's final show with Bark at the Moon rewards. Now, I know you and Gerson and Furpo were talking about this, and I kind of just caught a little bit of it. So what does OZZY's final show mean, Bob?
So for some background on the concert, it is dubbed Back to the Beginning. It is set to take place on Saturday, July 5th in Birmingham, England. And this is going to be OZZY's final retirement show in the UK with Black Sabbath. It is a mega show. Metallica, wow. Guns N' Roses, Slayer, Smashing Pumpkins, a bunch of people are going to be there. But this is Ozzy Osbourne's retirement final show. That is why we have OZZY's final show.
Yeah. And Bark at the Moon, does that mean the Halloween-only character might be available this weekend?
It's looking like it.
All right.
Looking like it.
Well, don't miss the sweepstakes for a shot at 6-star gold El Grande Americano, and you can earn El Grande Americano in the top milestone and leaderboard. Relive the epic body slam challenge with the powerful new moment. I'll let you talk about that too here in just a second, but let's get to where it shows it. Find it in the tour and prize wall. All right, Bob, tell us about the Day 2 special.
Alrighty, so the Day 2 special we're looking at here, the final show of Darkness Contest. It is the Back to the Beginning, OZZY's final show. This weekend marks OZZY's final show, and we're going out with a Bark. Celebrate the in-game experience with a special event. Earn the Bark at the Moon OZZY, the Dark Master skill plate, and prize wall medallions, as well as more OZZY in the loot. And Lee here actually has a link. Thank you to Gerson and Furpo for adding this so that we can show off exactly what it is that we are looking at and talking about the Black Sabbath Back to the Beginning with Ozzy Osbourne's retirement show. So if you are an OZZY fan, feel free to click on that link and get a whole lot more information out of it.
Yeah. Also, you can celebrate 3K with a bang. Enter now. This 4th of July, go big or go home. Basically, what it's going to say is that they got 3,000 people on the Discord server already. The Champions Chat server has like 15% of that. I don't know about yours, but they already got there. And I'm just hoping more people come over to your server and to my server as well with the awesomeness we have on Discord. But because of this, they're going to give away 3 El Grande Americanos at up to 6-star gold, even though the star is silver there. So you can join the sweepstakes. Link will be added. That's a beautiful link will be added. So eventually you can click here.
It's actually there.
Oh, hold on. Let me refresh. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Look at that. See, now I got rid of the preview version of the blog. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Also, please note, screenshots are taken from a test environment. Text numbers, items, dates, subject change. Some parts of the contest may be work in progress, so check in-game for latest numbers, items, and details once the contest has started. Basically, whatever Bob and I say is based on the information we had at the time. Things might change, but Bob's going to give you a schedule. So, Bob, what's coming up?
The schedule, the events that we got, the Ring of the Brave solo contest. Notice with an S. It starts on the 4th at reset time and ends on the 7th at reset time. Faction Feud itself begins 4 hours after reset on the 5th and ends reset on the 6th. Blitz starts reset on the 6th and also ends reset on the 7th. And the Day 2 special final Show of Darkness contest begins reset on the 5th and ends reset on the 6th. That is our schedule for the weekend.
Sounds good. You can take the Prestige Pass part too. We'll just keep trading things off, but that's like that's an add-on sentence.
For me. Listen, I mean, hey, don't forget Prestige Pass only gets an exclusive Prestige drop this weekend, like it does practically every weekend. But the way to get it, join the club, and you will be able to claim your exclusive Prestige drop this weekend for free.
Yeah, except for you pay for the club, so little misleading, but it's still technically right. Rewards contest this weekend, so notice the focus is El Grande Americano, but there are no shards of him available, which is, interesting, which means the only way to get him is the 6-star bronze in the top solo milestone, which does usually involve a decent amount of spend, let's be honest. Like, the top solo milestone is not available in the free part of things. Plus, you can get up to 6,000 of his shards in the leaderboard, 75 in blitzes, and 25 in offers. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the loot. I don't know if that's confirmed anywhere in here, but it would seem weird if it was his weekend and he's not in the loot, right?
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed. Yep, speculation, Mania. Also, back in business, Bex, there's 75 in the solo and 75 in offers. Then there's more shards later on. So this is a very shard light weekend, but there's lots of OZZY stuff going on as well. All right, talk about the prize wall. There's a premium one if you get Grande Americano, so he's got to be in the loot. Like, right? I take it away. I'm stepping on your time, Bob. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, I mean, look, the premium prize wall is here. Earn some premium medallions with Grande Americano numero uno for those extra rewards. The prize wall contains a Visceral Visage skill plate. That is the big old Viscera eyeball skill plate. The Nearing End,
which is really good on Bark at the Moon at OZZY. That Nearing End, really good on him.
Tippy top notch. And, I've always loved the improvement that they have made on these 6-star gold token chests. Typically, it used to just be 1. Now I think it's 10 for 1 token.
Oh.
So it's been solid. It's been a nice little pick-me-up. So the premium prize wall is feeling a little premium this weekend. Recruit the new Grande Americano numero uno and play his tour for the medallions.
I saw that and I forgot to send it to him to say, hey, fix this before we say it. It's okay. Well, you never know. You know what? If it's not Chad Gable under the mask, we cannot confirm or deny that might not be a female. Maybe it's Maxine Dupree. Did you ever think of that?
I mean, look, she's looking ripped more and more every day. I can't take that away from Lee. He brings up a great point.
All right. Well, tell us about the Feud prize wall, because you also know who's in that moment, and I don't. I'm going to hear it for the first time here.
Yeah, so the Feud prize wall, the non-premium prize wall, we just have the Feud prize wall itself. And as you can see, of course, we have the brand new featured moment token. It is the Yokozuna Body Slam Challenge moment token. Some huge bonuses. All gem defense, all gem damage, all health. I don't know why it's all health, but all health.
All health will reign loose.
You got more multi-gem strength. You got protect gem and botch gem damage, which is significant increases for both those. Definitely going to help both of the revamped characters we got this month in Powerhouse Lex and Yoko. And in regards to who the moment is going to be for, I don't have exact characters, but the following information has been passed on. The moment will be for Luger, Yoko, Macho Man, and the Steiners. So
Nice.
do with that what you
Okay, I like that. But which
will. Token.
which Macho Man?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I never got information on that. I'm curious myself. I'm assuming Macho Man is arguably the acro,
Right.
which would be. I mean, it would make
Macho
sense
Man.
for that time era, and it'd be kind of interesting because you know 6 multi-gem strength would definitely not be bad on someone that had like base 2. You know, that's a big pick me up.
That is. Or if it was Hall of Fame Macho, or maybe both of those. I don't know. That would be amazing.
If it's Hall of Fame Macho, watch out. You want me to take away
keep
the
going
warrior,
in this
you wanna go
section.
for it?
Yeah, you keep
Sure.
going.
All right, we got the Ultimate Warrior, the powerhouse. That is right, an updated entourage ability for Ultimate Warrior. Warrior at 6-star gold, 80% silence gem defense. Scaling between 5k and 35k talent. Get him at 6-star silver on the prize wall. I love the fact that we can get these characters at 6-star full, let alone 6-star silver now. Yeah. This is a huge pick-me-up, especially when we need to take them all the way 6-star gold instead of getting them at like 5-star.
Right.
So massive win, in my opinion. And maybe he's not got the greatest. Maybe he does have a really good entourage. I don't know, but I'd rather get him at 6 silver than at 5-star gold.
That's true. That is true. There's also a bunch of shards this weekend. There's Drew McIntyre, the good new one, the new CM Punk, the Yeet, Kamala. I would love to get Kamala. I didn't get him. Michelle, if you missed her, there's shards. Vader Time, which is a criminally underrated card. Lots of people don't use that poster when they don't realize like how much he can actually hit for. Viscera, really good. Rex Regum, last time is now Cena, one of my favorite newer characters. Walking Condominium Bundy, Umaga, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Big Boss Man, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Bam Bam Bigelow, Dominic Mysterio, CM Punk, the other CM Punk, and Brawling Brute Sheamus. Plus, there is a Tama's chest plate, which is interesting. They would specifically put that one on there. Now, I haven't used El Grande Americano. Does he have a Tama Plate build?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought I cracked the code here, and it was really, I'm sorry, your princess is in another castle. Never mind.
Very much so.
All right. The Nightmare Insignia, Bulldogs, Bracers, and other stuff that I'm not going to be wrong on. And you can see the chest. It's the same usual thing. A very rare chance to get a 3-star gold. But then there are shards of some pretty rare characters here. So I do like that. Oh, wow. You get all the OZZY. So circling back to the contest about OZZY. Go right ahead.
Yep, we are back. It is the Day 2 special, the final show of Darkness contest. Make sure to spend final show of Darkness loot coins and earn some awesome OZZY rewards. The max milestone, 1.6 million points. You can see the reward highlights here are a 6-star bronze OZZY, Osborne Bark at the Moon. So pretty cool if you get him and don't need to worry about filling stars out. You can get yourself a Dark Master skill plate. Whenever you break 20 or more trap gems, generate 20 black gems and 11 prize wall medallions for the weekend prize wall.
But wait, there's more, because this is the thing that Rusty doesn't know and has been asking for literally behind the scenes for months. Tell him about it.
I mean, look, I'm looking forward to this one too. I had never got this, so I'm stoked when I saw it. Unleash your dark side. Grab the Prince of Darkness OZZY gear in the shop and rock the ring in legendary style. Do not miss this gear special. for Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, in celebration of his final show. The gear is there for $20.
Now, I know the question, people. I'm not monitoring the chat. I apologize, chat. I can't see that screen, this screen, this screen, and this screen all at once. Streaming is a lot. But I know people are going to ask, does this mean Ozzy Osbourne is leaving Champions soon? And I think we've got a somewhat of a non-answer for that, right?
So the answer to that, and I asked, does this mean that since it's the final show that there's no more Ozzy? And that was not the response we got. The response we got is that it's the final show because it is his retirement show in the UK, not his retirement appearance with WWE Champions. So there may be chances for Ozzy in the future, but we don't have a concrete, as Lee has alluded to, a concrete answer on that as of yet.
Right.
But this does not mean that this is the final curtain for Ozzy. That is not how this is being presented.
Correct. But it does, you know, there is always the chance, especially Bark at the Moon being such a rare character. I'm not saying go out of your way to spend or anything like that. I'm just saying watch how, like, the TMNT events, the Rocky events, there's only a limited shelf life before they lose the license to them. So this is the next Ozzy event. We don't know if it's the last one. It might be, but we're not saying that it is. They're saying, so it's, like I say, it's a non-answer, but not guaranteed it's going away. So, yeah. Solo contest, earn contest points throughout the weekend, and of course, spin the loot. Max milestone 11 million. The top milestone, the very last one, is guaranteed a 6-star bronze El Grande Americano. So technically, if you want to spend your way there, or if magic happens some other way, you can get him guaranteed. 75 Becky Shards, which seems a little light, and 65 Ring of the Brave Feud Medallions, plus. The top 20 leaderboard ranks can get 6,000 up to El Grande Americano Numero Uno Shards, and the top 2 get his guaranteed poster at up to 6-star gold. Bob, are you gonna sweep the leaderboard again and take the top spot? Is that a spoiler here?
The spoiler? I'll give you a spoiler. It's not going to be me.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Thought I was calling my shot there, but nope, I guess not. Oh, well. All right. Win a faction feud battle with El Grande Americano. That's rare. Drew McIntyre, the Chosen One. That's rare. Kamala, the Ugandan Giant. That's rare. Viscera, if you paid $100, you got him guaranteed. Rex Regum, fairly rare. Big Boss Man, free tier. King Kong Bundy, free tier. And any Ozzy Osbourne, the purple one, was free tier. So there's a little bit of a mix, like there always is. But there's also a faction feud going on. I don't know. Tell us about that, Bob.
Absolutely. There is the Feud Contest. Make sure to play Feud for war score points and reach milestones to earn additional Feud medallions for bonus rewards in the prize wall. The max milestone is the big, the bad, the 500 million marker. The reward highlights that we have for this one: 12 Brave Feud medallions, 12 prize wall medallions, 5 of those Ring of the Brave chests that Lee had talked about a little earlier in the blog read. We also have 8 Ring of the Brave Blitz tickets, 400,000 strap parts, and 2 million metal bits. So a Blitz to look forward to as well this weekend. And don't forget, the top 800 players in the Feud Contest can earn up to 4 million additional Ring of the Brave solo contest points on the leaderboard. The CSS that we have for this contest, no deviation here. You got every class in the game: your Powerhouse, your Striker, your Tech, your Showboat, your Trickster, and your Acro. They're all 3 million points, limit 10. And we got every era in the game except for IOW, except for P.
Yep.
Reality, Ruthless Aggression, and Hall of Fame. Those are all 4 million points apiece, limit 6. And I also kind of want to talk about what Lee very briefly discussed in the CSS above, Ozzy Osbourne is a limit 10 on the CSS for the solo contest. So believe it or not, as easily obtainable as Ozzy was, he will actually give you more points than anybody else, including Americano. So make sure to get your Ozzy fights in there.
That is a great shout out, and I love that they made the free tier worth the most points. Like, you got to do a little more matches, but winning with Ozzy is not terribly difficult,
No.
So, yeah, all right. Limited time tours, you can get the Yokozuna's Body Slam Challenge moment token in the 24-hour numero uno tour. So again, I'm speculation of Mania on my side, but I'm pretty sure that Americano is going to be in the loot, because if you get him Friday, tomorrow, you do the 24-hour tour and you're guaranteed the Body Slam Challenge moment token. So for those who don't want to spend, you're not out anything per se that like you were expected to get. But if you do spend and if you do get him, the Body Slam Challenge token is yours, which is kind of cool. I mean, I like that. Nearly 6 million contest points and another 1.5 million in the 24-hour tour. 7 premium medallions, which does require Grande Americano. So now all the things that don't require you getting him tomorrow. 9 Ring of the Brave chests, 1 Ring of the Brave feud booster, 10 Blitz tickets. And here's your tours. On Friday, you have a 24-hour contest for Grande Americano Numero Uno. Also on Friday, Challenge Tour with Modern Era being the contest and Trickster Powerhouse and Striker, respectively, through the difficulties. American Power, which is Powerhouse Cody, Hogan, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Bionic Redneck. And Freedom of Fame, which is Strikers, Kurt Angle Hall of Fame, Sergeant Slaughter Hall of Fame, Hulk Hogan Hall of Fame, Dusty Rhodes Hall of Fame. And Saturday is Amazing Grace, which is really kind of cool that they named it that based on his acceptance speech to the Hall of Fame. That was kind of cool. He says, like, by God's amazing grace, I ever walked again. Like, that's kind of neat. Lex Luger Hall of Fame. So there's a mix of everything in here. Aside from the Grande Americano tour, everything is free to play, accessible in some form or fashion. It's just, how well can your Undertaker Hall of Fame or Lex Luger American Original do on Hell Mode? But they can still, if you can beat it, you get the rewards. Any thoughts on all that?
I think it's pretty awesome, honestly. They typically are not so giving with a moment token. Don't get me wrong, like you mentioned, you need to obviously have Americano to get there.
Right.
But that's a huge win, and even if you don't have Americano, you still walk away with a good chunk of a win on the weekend.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of those chests, you're getting the free feud boost, you're getting another 10 Blitz tickets, which I'm stoked they brought the Blitz back. And a lot of these CSS are really not that bad.
Right.
Lex Luger Powerhouse got his revamp, and yeah, maybe he's not the 100 million one-button pusher, but he'll get the job done, y'all. And those strikers, I know Sergeant Slaughter isn't the greatest, but that one was going to be pretty doable too. Lex Luger Hall of Fame. I don't know how many of you have seen any of the content creators' videos, but he's going to be real good for the month. This is looking, to me, this is looking like one of the more friendly sets of tour CSS that we've had for sure in a long time.
Nice. Well, then tell us about, you said you were excited the Blitz is back. Tell us about it.
I am stoked about this Blitz. I've always loved these Blitzes, and it is the Sunday Blitz, the Gauntlet Blitz, to unleash the heat. That is right, because we are in a major heat wave down here on the East Coast, unfortunately. Not just down here.
Yeah.
But for the regular Blitz, you need both of the top 2 spots. You only need one of the requirements, but the top 2 are the only 2 that are available. You can use any RA or any Modern. If you fill the lane, you get plus 2 MP. It only costs 1 Ring of the Brave Blitz ticket that is found in tours as well as the Feud Contest.
And OZZY counts as your ruthless aggression, by the way.
So. OZZY does count as your RA too. That's right.
Yep.
But if you're in a rush to unleash the heat, make sure to save some time and earn some rewards even faster in the Champion Unleash the Heat Gauntlet Blitz. This one, you do need all 5 spots filled. You have 4 modern 6-star silvers required and 1 ruthless aggression 6-star silver required. 3 modern in the middle, 1 RA and modern across the top. Again, you will get a +2 MP bonus regardless which you use. But these will cost 5 of the Blitz tickets that are also, again, found in tours and the Feud Contest. The rewards for doing the Blitz, which is why I love the Blitz so much. You will get these Ring of the Brave Blitz bags. Now, they will contain 1 of 2 items.
Yeah.
Points. The other item is somewhere between 1 and 3 Feud Medallions. Every normal Blitz gives you 4 of these bags. Every Champion Blitz gives you 20 of these bags. And the CSS for these, because there are also bonuses if you have these characters. If you manage to already get back to business Bex, maybe from the Elite Loot, or Michelle McCool, All-American Diva from last month, who, as they mentioned, was a free recruit last month.
Yep.
You will be able to unlock the CSS, which is some additional Grande Americano shards. So you will be able to get 5 for every normal Blitz that you do. You will be able to get 25 for every Champion Blitz that you do. And with 18 Blitz tickets available, you're looking at about 90 Americano shards if you manage to get every single one of them. So I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be awesome, in my opinion. Always love the Sunday Blitz. Any thoughts on Sunday Blitz making a return, Lee?
Yeah, and no, I mean, usually Sunday is the day where, unless something is happening like this, there's really not a lot of content in the game. And so this does give you something to do on the day where, you know, you're just kind of chilling, hopefully at home with family or whatever you've done. Maybe you're at work, who knows. But it does give you something to do. And like you said, Michelle McCool, you know, I know some people who did not get her, but we did a poll in our faction, and the majority were able to recruit her. And the ones that didn't, you know, a few of them kind of admitted that they just didn't play as much as they could have, which is fine. I mean, that's, you know, there's no shame in that. But they did make the S tier available, as they are with Chad Gable, the new Tech Chad. You know, you should be able to get both of them if you play everything, pretty much. So I think that's really cool, because they're not requiring Becky Lynch be the only thing to get these. Otherwise, most of the community would miss those shards. So I think it's cool. Seems like it's very free-to-play friendly. Faction feud requirements. I don't know why they keep making everything a steel cage. Why do we just get rid of that? But, I mean, just use it special things. But everything is allowed, so that's nice. There's no debuffs. There is just buffs. And so reinforced gem damage is big there. Trap gem damage, purple gem damage, leech gem damage, red gem damage, and bleed damage are all going to be buffed either 50 or 100%. And trap gems, I mean, OZZY, we already said OZZY is going to be one of the guys in there. You got trap and bleed, so your purple OZZY is going to hit really hard. He already hits hard. He's going to hit really hard this weekend. Before I go into the card, thoughts on characters that, you know, people aren't even thinking about that this is going to really help?
I mean, this is going to help out so many. This will also help out the Bark at the Moon OZZY too.
Yep.
Using the traps and the purples. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan, but hysterically enough, the striker, Drew McIntyre, is going to actually get a huge win because he has a hardcore move that goes up against a lot of characters that will utilize these bonuses. And there isn't any trickster in the middle row right next to him. So he's going to be really solid too.
Yep.
There's a lot of hitters out here for this feud. So I will tell you all to just have some fun with that lineup, because this is going to be a real fun feud.
That's awesome. Well, as you can see, the card is already in the game, so you already know what you're looking at. But Grande Americano is your top line bonus. That's always supposed to be rare. Any Drew McIntyre 6-star silver. I actually didn't have a 6-star silver Drew McIntyre, and after I already recorded my garbage talent up video that was just having issues, I took Drew McIntyre, that one, the striker one, to 6-star silver finally. Any Trickster 6-star, which is also your OZZY spot very likely, and then on the bottom row it's any Raw 5-star, and you do get a first time win bonus for superstars in each brawl, 250k points. So if you did not know, each brawl, meaning you went in, you fought another faction, you came back out. Every time you do that, it resets, and every time you use a unique character, you get a 250k point bonus. So use as many of these as you can. However, keep in mind, if you go above the 175k give or take talent mark, you're going to see a lot of 6-star golds in people's lineups, which, if that's an issue for you, just adjust accordingly. But if you can't kill into 6-star gold, try going 150 or less even, maybe. Bob, feud thoughts. You're a really big feuder. Wrap us up, read the last little bit, and then close the video for us.
So like Lee said, there's a lot of variety when it comes to feuding, especially nowadays. We got 6-star golds. The talents are so massive that you're talking about people running even 300,000 talent lineups. There's a lot of players out there that have a lot of heavy hitters.
Yep.
If you're okay with fighting those heavy hitters, you go right at it and you have your fun. If you are struggling, there's nothing wrong with running a smaller lineup. I will repeat that. There is nothing wrong with running a smaller lineup. Run to your comfort zone.
Agreed.
For no reason. So make sure that you're comfortable playing feud. There's a lot of open this feud. There's 3 classes, a trickster, a powerhouse, a tech. 3 opens. That's 6 characters that you have that are essentially wide open. Use your roster and have your fun. 500 mil is a long way.
Yeah.
So make sure that you get your wins. It should not be too difficult to do that. There's some really nice steel cage bonuses, some really awesome lane bonuses as well. So have some fun this feud. That's the goal. Playing a game, having some fun. And while you're at it, make sure to head on over to the official forum and Discord. That is right. Don't forget, we have 3,000 members on the new official Discord. That is why there are 3 El Grande Americano giveaways happening this weekend. So make sure to head on over to the Discord and join. And on the forum and the Discord, make sure to give your constructive feedback on the contest and engage with fellow champions. And while you're at it, on the forum specifically, you can get an extra chance at a 5-star gold character of the weekend, and that is El Grande Americano numero uno in the forum giveaway. Make sure to give your constructive feedback on the forum in order for a chance to win.
All right. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to give 2Bob29 a follow on YouTube and Twitch, and subscribe to the podcast, and just send him cookies. He's an awesome guy. Don't track down his address. That's weird. Don't be weird. But just like him on the social platforms that I just mentioned. Also, both Champions Chat and 2Bob have a Discord, so be sure to check out those as well. And for those who are on the stream, don't go anywhere. We are going to power rate one of 2 characters, and then we're going to read the blog again, and then we're going to power rate somebody else if there's time. So stick around. But for those of you in YouTube land, like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and send this to your friend or faction mate who needs to know what's going on this weekend, and they need to know what's going on this weekend, so have them watch this. We'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye.